slowly gathering, collecting the chi right there, the lower dantian. We just pull in, pulling our senses in. So we can begin to collect energy. This is why in yoga they use the image of the tortoise or the turtle. They're pulling in their sense organs. And creating an intention. Maybe something you want to heal. Or something you want to experience. Maybe a pose that you want to do. And then step the feet apart, hop, and just begin to create space for the new to flow in you by taking out the trash. And circulating fluids, circulating blood, lymph, and chi. And then feet come together, we'll do pounding post. So it's just, we just kind of tap the heels into the floor. You feel it rattle all through your skeleton, all the way up. And then feet apart, bending the knees, and we hold. First hold, first check in. Just noticing what's available to you, and what we're always looking for is noticing more subtlety, noticing more and more of a refined sensation. So usually at the beginning of practice it's a little bit dull, a little bit flat, so just notice what you've got. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, bring it down. And we'll do one round of tapping. Starting at kidney 27. And we'll try to go through this very efficiently. Thymus for immunity. Spleen 21, regulating this earth element. And then navel and above and below the lips, connecting central and governing vessels. And hold all those points. Great. And release. Tapping under the clavicle, I'm using a loose fist. Shoulders nest, and then right into the armpit. So if you've been slapping the armpit like I have, check out a karate chop, like a loose karate chop. This is also an option. And then down the inner arm, elbow crease to the palm, and up to the pet rock. and other side. So, you know, you can do this every day, you know, when you get up in the morning, just as a little jump starter. And it doesn't have to be epic, it doesn't have to be 3 times like we normally do, it could just be once. But just as a daily hygiene, daily energy hygiene. Because the whole idea is that blood, in Chinese medicine they say blood follows qi, and lymph also. So slapping is just making aliveness, making space, and creating circulation of those 3, blood, lymph, and qi. Great, way up the back. Little rounding of the back as we go over the kidney. And then we come all the way down behind the knee. And up the inside to the groin. Either karate chopping or hollow fist. Inner hip bone. And smooth. And reach out and hold. Bring your tongue to the palate. That's the Jiva Bandha. The Jiva Bandha is connecting that central and the governing vessel. So you have this flow, your microcosmic orbit. That's your tongue lock. And so we keep that lock happening through the whole practice. Exhale, press it down. So I feel a little bit more subtle, refined energy already. Don't know about you guys. Knocking on the door of life. Don't forget the tapping point is the Ming Men. This is it at the lower back. And then tapping the front of the shoulder's nest. What is it? Looking over the shoulder. So we're going to go through a bunch of Qigongs tonight, you guys. And we're just going to fly in fairly rapidly because you've all done this with me before. So we can just start to cruise. You know, we don't have to go through a whole learning curve every time, which is like really, really fun. Great, gentle unwind. Great. And right into hip circles. So you can take one rotation, goes right into the other. Feeling this movement initiated right from that lower dantian. Feeling how your legs start way up here. Even just slightly higher than your navel. That's where your legs actually begin, because that's where the psoas, it has connections on this anterior lumbar spine all the way up. And other way. And let's hold. Just bend the knees, sit back on your kangaroo tail. Feeling the softness in the palms and the soles of the feet. And then exhale, press it down. And throw in the water. Swing and throw it over the shoulder. Just going to see what happened with our sound system. Two more. Last one. Great, palms come up. I've been doing this one all week. Pull back, fingertips come to the waist, internal rotation. And just right even here, just with the rotation, you should feel it all through your forearms. It's an internal rotation, and then left ear to left shoulder, oof. Taking the stretch, the side of the neck, very long neck, and then gently nodding. Creating space through all these yang meridians of the arm. Great, release. Head comes to neutral. And other side, palms up, pull back, fingers into the waist, internally rotate, extend for long fingers. Right ear to right shoulder, feeling it all down your left arm. And nodding. Trying to be present, being absolutely present with every movement. We're just going to go right from one Qigong to the next. Release. Backs of the hands come together, swim. Gather from the kidney. And extend. External rotation of the two arms. Pinky finger spins upward. Left ear to left shoulder. And nodding up and down. Release. And last one, swim. Externally rotate. Right ear to right shoulder and nod. And this can be very intense for people that have a lot of neck and shoulder tension, which is most of us. So just be very gentle with yourself. Feels good to hold, and go ahead and hold. And release. Whew. Let's just hold and digest that movement for a second. Exhale, press it down. And right into fireworks, interlace, press it up. Inhale, stretch up to the ceiling, open, look left, and ha. Release. Interlace, press up. Big inhale, inhale, inhale. Open, stretch with tension, and ha. 2 more. These are great to do in the morning. Open, ha. It's a kind of stretch that people just do naturally, right? It's like a natural movement, but they're doing it for a reason. Ha. Hands come to the namaste and right into this flowing lotus. Making it beautiful. Oh, Kristen, do we need to sit? Do we need to go to the floor today?
Yeah, it's morning time, so it'll...
Okay, we will. I've actually been liking it. We've been kind of doing a little standing and then going to the floor. Go the other way. You see, this is why I like it, you know, at the beginning of class if people have specific requests, because it, you know, it's a pattern interrupt for me. And then that way you get what you want, you know, or what you think you want anyway. Last one. Okay, well we gotta keep moving so we can get to the floor. I wanted to do dragon. So feet together, feet all the way together, legs all the way together, bring the arms up. Nice big inhale and then exhale over to the left and then across the throat, around the navel, around the knees, around the navel, across the throat, up and over. Try to keep the knees together. And I really want you guys to get this really in your system, really in your body. So just if you're, wanting to do a little casual stretch, Qigong, whatever you do on your own, that this one will come naturally for you. Because it will. Once you get it in your body, body's going to want to repeat this because it really touches a lot. Just like how Kelly was talking about how she feels the rotations. It touches a lot of spots. So does this one, except this one touches deep into the spine. And it's one of the benefits of this move is the circulation of cerebrospinal fluid. Two more this way. And so when you think about, that your whole nervous system is suspended in cerebrospinal fluid, you can just think about the implications of like flushing out your cerebrospinal fluid, getting it all nice and circulating, mobilized. That's got to have a lot of benefits. Bring it up to the top, inhale, and then exhale to the right. Around the navel, around the knees, around the navel, across the throat, up and over. In fact, there's a whole system of healing craniosacral therapy, which is all about getting that cerebrospinal fluid mobilized. Here we can do it ourselves. We don't have to go to a practitioner. We can, of course. But sometimes it's nice to just be able to do it yourself. Two more. Last one. Up and over the top, inhaling. Exhale, pull it down the center line, through the throat, through the heart. It turns over. And then holds down below the navel. Great, and ground that out. Let's bring our feet together. And do our knee circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Separate the feet. Hang. And swinging if you like, if that feels good to you.
Great. Bend the knees, tuck the chin, rolling up.
Circle back and behind. Exhale, gather and bring it down. Bringing down the heavens. Bring the feet together. Knee circle number 2. Bending the knees and widening the knees. 1, 2, dropping the sitting bones. 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Separate a little wider. Prasarita. Hands in line with the feet, dropping the crown of the head. See if you can get your spine in traction by separating your legs as wide as you need to. And then hands on the ankles, wide squats. I'm trying to get us to the floor as quickly as possible, Kristen. We're getting there. Excellent. Okay, hands to the floor, turning the toes out, side lunge, just at your own pace. Just warming up those thighs and the knees. We're almost done. Woo. Feeling the thigh charge up. The more regularly you do this, it just becomes natural. And you gradually get stronger. Hanging forward, 3 breaths. And then heels turn in, toes turn out, hands to the top of the feet, tracing up the leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, pull it straight down. Bend the knees and hold your energy. Great, exhale. Okay, feet a little bit narrower, toes turned out. We're going to squat 3 times and go to the floor. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing all the way down. I think everyone here can squat all the way down, right? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Even through the feet. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale and hold. Reaching across, hand comes behind the head. Turn and look to the ceiling. And then extending that arm. See if you can get this left shoulder in front of your thigh. And extend this arm all the way up. 1, 2, 3. And switch. Grabbing the opposite ankle, getting that shoulder on the inside of the thigh, and stretching that all the way up. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's sit down. And we'll stabilize that in Baddha Konasana for a moment. Wow, you guys switched your squares. I'm not sure how you did that, but great. And let's lie down, having a brick on hand. First one we do is just hug our knees into the chest. Shoulders are relaxed down on the floor. Great, and then outside leg goes up to the sky. Let's rotate that ankle. Full rotation. And the other way. Great, and then let's take that inside leg, let's just straighten it all the way down to the floor, and our working leg, we're going to hug just this one leg into the chest. So the ankle that you just rotated, let's just hug that into the chest for a moment. Just see how deep we can hug that, because this is your forward bend right here, this hip flexion. It's half of your forward bend, 50%. The other 50% is going to be the length in the back of those leg muscles. But if you can get a nice deep hip crease, you're halfway into your forward bend, your Paschimottanasana, all of those. Uttanasana. Woo. Okay, let's switch legs. So this outside leg now will stand. Inside leg will do the ankle circle. Just getting that all juiced up. If you can flare your toes, that's also good. And then going the other way. Great. And then hug and straighten that outside leg. And the hug, half of the hug is, it's like a relaxation. It's like we have to learn how to relax our inner groins. A lot of us, it's the tension that's blocking it. So just check and see if that's your case. See what happens if you relax it any amount, kind of wiggle it around, explore what options you have in there.
Great. And then we come to rest. Supta Baddha Konasana. Really just letting the legs fall apart. You should feel a slight back bend in the lower back. Maybe a slight stretch in the inner thigh. And then legs come to standing, getting ready for our ab section. So just lift the knees up, hold the knees to 90 degrees, navel down, lower back down to the floor, and we begin our little toe touches like we've been doing all week. Now, if you want to make this harder, if it seems like really like no big deal, you can try to reach with your toe out farther from your body. But just check in that you're not holding on in the shoulders. The shoulders want to grip sometime. Try to make all the grip happen in your navel, in your tummy. Woo! I'm feeling it already. 2 more. Last one. Okay, today for our resting pose, I want to see if we can take our legs wide like this. So just take both legs, you can grab anywhere on your lower leg and just take your legs out to a wide V. Any amount. This is our resting position today. 1, 2, 3. Great, closing the legs, getting ready. Scissor. So legs go straight up, navel down, lower back down, and scissor the legs. Totally straight, lower back down, shoulders relaxed, and the jaw relaxes. And I really invite you to become aware if you have a habit of holding on with your jaw, holding on with either your jaw or your shoulders. See if you can notice if you have that habit. Whew. Anybody else feeling this, or am I the only one?
Yeah, feeling it.
Okay, 2 more, and then it's going to be the last one. And then we're going to come out to another wide V. Woo! Any amount. 1, 2, 3. Great. Bring it back up. Oh my goodness. Okay, reverse bicycle. Navel down, lower back down. Relax the shoulders. Did you guys hear that?
What was it?
Thunder. Keep going. How are you doing with the reverse bicycle?
Feel it.
Okay, 2 more. Last one. Was that Kelly that said that?
Yes.
Okay. Just hold your legs anywhere you can, anywhere that makes sense. If nowhere makes sense, then just go into Baddha Konasana. Woo. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody comes into Baddha Konasana. Lying down for a second. And then let's get the break. We got a couple more ab moves. So this next one, I don't believe I've been doing this week, but let's do it up on the brick. This is with the toes together and the knees apart. And we're just going to make this little touch with the hips elevated. I think this is called the diamond, because you're making a diamond shape with your legs. And just touch. If it feels too easy, then touch out farther, farther away. Two more. Last one. Okay, resting on the brick. Let's come to Baddha Konasana. And then we'll just come into bridge. So let's turn our brick so we're on the medium setting of the brick, so we're a little bit higher. We can rest there for a minute, and then I want you to lift all the way up off your brick to your maximum bridge pose. Walking and rolling your shoulders underneath you, driving your heels into the floor, and lifting up. You should feel the back of your neck getting long on the mat. Higher your sacrum lifts, the more your heels press into the floor, the more you feel the back of your neck elongating. Go up a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, and then lower down. Great. Bring the legs, let's take this eagle twist. So I'm going to take my outside leg, I'm going to wrap it all the way around my inside leg. I'm going to hook my foot around my ankle if I can. Arms out to the side and then take it over. So it's a spinal twist with you all coiled up around yourself. That's it, Kelly. See, the only thing about being down on the floor is I really can't see any of you, so it's hard to keep an eye on you. I gotta... 1, 2, 3, go the other way. And wrapping now that inside leg around the outside leg, wrap it all the way around, hook the feet, and then take it over. First. Great, rolling back to the back. This is good. Let's neutralize in Supta Baddha Konasana before we roll up. How are we doing, by the way?
Good.
All right.
I have to go help my dad for a minute.
Okay, no worries, Kelly. We'll be here. Great. Feet come to standing. Here's our transition. Grabbing under the knees and rolling up. Okay, well, hopefully we might have to do this twice. Okay, we haven't done this one in a while, you guys. We're going to stir the pot. See, so the legs are in Dandasana, and we're going to come around. Whoo! Try to get it all in your abdominal muscles. Yes, the lower back's going to work a little bit.
But we've got a huge wooden spoon stirring the pot. Yikesers. And let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my God, and 5. Yikes, hands come behind. Feet. How did it go? That was strong. It was strong for me. Because when you actually do it, you know, when you don't cheat, it's really quite a bit of work. I mean, that goes for a lot of this stuff. Okay, lifting up any amount. 1, 2, 3. And let's see if we can pull this through and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lower. How'd it go, Kristen?
Yeah, I used to do that one a lot. But,
You
you know,
you used to do it a lot, but not anymore?
I used to do that one a lot. Yeah, no, it's coming back.
Is it coming back? Because I remember you had a limitation. So feet go flat, inhale, push, head back. 1, 2, 3. And what we want to do is scoop the sitting bones toward the heels and pull through and lift. 1, 2, 3. Lower. So this is one, you guys, now don't worry if it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, because you know how it's just one that really comes. You know? Well, this pose comes with the doing. So you got one more. Pressing up. Lift it high. 1, 2, 3. And pull it through. Up. 1, 2, 3. Lower. Brilliant. Okay, so we don't worry if it wasn't perfect, right? Because we're doing the hit and run. You know, we hit it, we do our best, we hit the shape, and then we move on. No questions asked. Okay? We just pull the feet in and we roll over. Thai angel. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what I'd like to do here, I'm going to just face you. We're going to take one arm and we're going to touch. Actually, I'm going to turn to the back. We're going to touch our same shoulder blade and we're going to use this other arm to help. 1, 2, 3, and switch. Try to touch the same shoulder blade. 1, 2, 3, and switch. Great. Hit and run. Into the cat. That looks good, Kristen. Here we go. Cat rolls. Last one. Level spine, bird cat, so opposite hand as leg. I'm reaching my inside arm and my outside leg. I want you to feel like you're reaching out beyond your body. That's what makes it look straight. You reach beyond your body. 1, 2, 3, and switch. That's what gives people a beautiful line. It's because you're feeling in beyond the physical body. So reach along that line. It extends way beyond the physical body. 1, 2, 3. Great. Tuck the toes. Here we go. Downward facing dog. In this dog, if you want to take a little treading with your heels, that is optional.
Make sure you're pressing into the base of the index finger. And to come out, we're just going to walk our hands back, walk, 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 to the forward fold, hanging. And then bend the knees, dropping the tailbone straight down to the floor. Inhale, arms circle back and behind. Exhale. And gather the chi at your lower belly. Great. Using these pauses to just go completely empty. Okay, on to our, so I can't remember who was here on which day, but we're working towards this Utkatasana, the chair pose. So if you notice that we didn't do the horse, and there was a good reason for that, because this is going to give us all that same or similar type of love. So we're going to bend the knees, we're going to touch. Keep the legs and the feet together. Just take the arms straight out to the side. The back is flat. You're looking straight forward. Shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3, and pressing up. And just take a couple of rounds at your own pace. Feeling that weight go into the heels. Down and up. Feeling the deep core muscles become involved. Woo, touch. See, what I'm experimenting with is getting back into the heels, getting weight back into the heels, keeping the chest lifted, hugging the thighs. They might come apart a little bit. Woo! One more of those, and then we move on. Touch, out to the side. 1, 2, 3. We'll bring the arms straight up. Utkatasana. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, pull the hands down. They come to the floor. Step back. Dog pose. And then into our plank series, we go plank, Ekapada, Adho Mukha, plank, Ekapada. So take it at your own pace. So I do want you to keep that down leg straight, keep that up leg straight. Hit that really nice plank every time. Two more. Last one. Okay, into the plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. And we're going to rest in Sphinx. So Sphinx has now become a resting pose for us. Right? So the Sphinx, I mean, it's a back bend, but it's not that demanding. Okay, it's not that deep. But
I do want you to focus or become aware as to whether you have a tendency to do what I call schlunking. Is when you schlunk, it's kind of exactly what it sounds like. You're sinking down into your shoulders. You want to stay lifted up. The paws of the Sphinx are pressing into the floor. Great, rolling down, and let's just rest with the forehead down. Couple of gentle windshield wipers before we move on. Is Sphinx difficult for anybody? Okay, good. Because it's intended as a warm-up. You know, I'm still warming us up for a deeper back bend. But it is a back bend, so we do have to, you know, respect it for that reason. Okay, straightening down the legs. So keeping in this theme, we're going to do this Ekapada Shalabhasana. So this is all going to make sense to you guys in a minute. We're going to kick up one leg at a time. Try to keep the legs straight. And try to kick your leg up as high as you can, safely and comfortably. Two more. Last one. Great. Resting on your forehead. Hands come under the shoulders. Pressing all the way back up to the dog. I want you to do this dog with wide legs. Super wide legs in your downward dog. And then gently just walk your hands in. You can bend your knees. Rolling up the spine. Inhale, arms circle around. And exhale. All the way down to the floor. And then we hold all that chi. We let ourselves assimilate all the energy that we stirred up from those dynamic shapes. We learn how to contain our energy. Exhale, coming back to the top of the mat. Okay, this is a check-in. How are we doing? Everything okay?
Good.
Okay, nobody's dying. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because we're not done. Okay, here we go. So we might die in a minute. No, I don't know. I don't think we will. Okay, so we're all warmed up. We're going to do this Utkatasana. So bend the knees, touch, reaching all the way up. 1, 2, 3. Hands together. Hands come to the floor. I'm going to step my outside leg back, making sure my heel's in line with my arch. Going to come all the way up. Virabhadrasana number 1. Grabbing my 2 elbows, pressing into that back leg heel. And breathing,
Driving that back leg heel into the floor. Driving the front leg heel into the floor. 1, 2, 3. Open. All the way to the floor. My front leg is going to sweep through. Ekapada. 2 straight legs. 1, 2, 3. Let's come to plank. Here we go. Just drop the knees a couple times. Just the knees. Great. And back to dog pose. One or 2 rounds. Bird dog. Lifting that inside arm and the outside leg. Oh, look, I got a wall behind me. I can cheat. Switch it a few times at your own pace. Hold on in your core muscles. Extend the opposite arm and leg best you can. Everything stays straight in bird dog. Great. And then let's come on down. Sitting on the heels, tie angel. Great. Through a little toe balance. And pressing up. Stepping forward. Okay, I hope you know which leg you step back with. For me, it was my outside leg because we have to do the other side. Okay? Ready? Hands together. Utkatasana. Touch. 1, 2, 3. Hands together. Come to the floor. I'm going to step my inside leg back. I'm making sure my heel's in line with my arch. Inhale all the way up, grabbing my elbows. Whoo! This is such a good variation. Driving that back leg heel into the floor, shoulders down, ribs in. This looks good from what I can see. Robert, get your shoulders down from your ears. 1, 2, 3 breaths. Open the arms all the way to the floor. Now remember, we're going to sweep this front leg straight back. Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana, 1 leg dog. Everything is straight. 1, 2, 3, plank. Into the plank and little knee touches. Just the knees. This is it, Kelly. It looks perfect. Back to dog. Okay, we're almost out of this, you guys. Couple rounds, bird dog. The sequence is really calling forth what we're made of here. Extending opposite hand as foot. Two more. Last one. Woo! this time. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I'm looking at the time. I think I was in another world. Okay, here we go. Let's roll this up. I have no idea how we did this because I didn't even get to where I wanted to go, but we did part of it. We did half of it. Wow. Okay. Let's cross our feet and we'll come into this Dandasana. Well, we said we were going over because we talked, right? Let's roll it down. Let's bring the legs, feet to standing, windshield wipering the legs. When in doubt, we do the windshield wiper. Great, feet come together, Baddha Konasana. Relaxing the shoulders and the jaw. And figure four. I know, I'm a one-trick pony. Figure four, but if it works, don't fix it, right? Be sure and flex that foot, flex that ankle on that crossed side if you're feeling anything in your knee. In fact, it's a good habit to get into anyway because this is going to create more stability in your knee. Woo. Okay, what I'd like to do tonight, bringing that, your inside leg, your non-working leg, bringing it to standing, open the arms out. We're just going to take this very easy twist, okay? All we do is we bring our figure four leg to the floor. We bring that sole of that foot right to the floor. So it's a twist. It's kind of an interesting twist actually. I'm getting kind of a very different stretch. Shoulders relaxed. Great, and coming up and changing legs. Now I'm crossing my inside leg over my outside leg. I'm going to press my knee away from my shoulder, reach under and through, and hug. Yeah, you guys, I was in a time warp. I was going to keep going. Great, and then lowering that outside leg foot, and then taking that inside foot, just the sole of the foot crosses over and comes right to the floor. And you get this kind of very interesting, kind of very easy twist. I'm going to see if I can see anybody. Got Robert's ceiling. No, Robert's wall. That's it, Kelly. How's it feel?
Good.
Okay, good.
It's warm, I love that.
Yeah, it's kind of it gets a different angle. It's kind of like a loose little open twist. Okay, you guys, you've been real troopers. So let's take this Supta Baddha Konasana. And then just for fun, just because we're it's kind of a free-for-all tonight, it seems like. Let's do this Ananda Balasana, which is also known as blissful baby. I don't think I've ever done this with you guys. So we're going to bring the arms inside the legs, around the outside of the leg, you grab the feet. Okay, just like a blissful baby. And then you rock. So the soles of the feet go right up to the ceiling. And people generally love this, you know, because they really love to rock on their lower back. So I don't know why I don't do this very much. So rock for as long as that feels good, and then if you want to do one more kind of wide V, inverted V, oh, it feels so good. You can do that, you can throw that in, because we're going to have to go into Shavasana because I've already taken you guys over time. And so just coming into Shavasana as you're ready, and we'll see if we can integrate integrate all these shapes.